My lipstick was alright.
It does. That's mine. Good. Black Moon is awesome.
Black Moon Cosmetics.
Shameless plug.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag
Non-spawn?
non-spawn?
I don't know.
Hashtag just buy it. Hey, it's Megan.
And Sue in the restricted section.
And today we are going to do our Booktubeathon 2018 TBR.
Yes. It's that time of the year again.
It is, friends, and we are excited.
Yes, we are.
And we are going to drink a beer while we do this.
Of course.
So that's kind of our deal.
We're having Dogfish Head Festina Pêche.
Pêche.
That always makes me think of Jenna Marbles. Her dogs. Serment and Pêche. Their names are Kermit and Peach. Megan doesn't watch YouTube.
Unless it's like a dog video. I will totally watch it.
My dogs are in like all of her videos.
I just realized that I'm really old because I'm like, I don't watch the internets unless it's like animals. And then I'll watch them. I'm 87.
But this is a Neo Berliner Weiss, whatever that means.
I don't know what that means. But it's fermented with boatloads of peaches.
Yep.
And it
says
it's
it's a sour, but I've had this before. Usually I hate sours, but I actually do like this.
Yeah, I like it as well. Cheers. That's nice and refreshing.
Yeah. It's definitely tart, but it's not
like sour.
Yeah. And it has like, I feel like all sours to me, most sours just taste the same.
Because they just
taste
sour. They taste like a
But
warhead.
this one does have like a peachy flavor.
It does, yeah. I think it's more peach than sour.
So, of course, we'll link like the
Hosts and
original
announcement
video.
videos.
I mean, I think Ariel
Bissett.
Bissett is the main host, but we'll link like her announcement video and also all the challenges and dates and etc. information.
Down below.
I could have just said we'll link the information below. That would have been a more
really
concise
hard
way to
words
say
day.
that.
Neither one of us can talk real good today.
Not really, so this should be fun.
So, bear with us. I promise we're both highly intelligent ladies.
We are.
So
our moms tell us.
Our moms say we're special.
So this Booktubeathon is taking place from July 30th to August 5th.
And there are 7 different challenges in this readathon, with the goal being that you read 7 books in the week of the readathon.
There's a lot of fucking books.
It's a lot of fucking books, especially when, like us, you work full time. So we're gonna fucking wing it and see what happens.
We're gonna try our damnedest.
We are gonna try our damnedest.
All right, so the first challenge is let a coin toss decide your first read. I think we're gonna do that at the end.
At the end.
Because we're doing it, a lot of people are doing like picking 2 books and then only reading one of them, but we're gonna just toss between the 7 books that we chose.
Correct.
Between 2 of the 7 books that we chose.
Correct.
Okay.
So the second challenge then is to read a book about something you want to do.
And I chose The Time Machine by H.G. Wells because I wanted time travel.
Sue loves time travel.
I love time travel. I want to go, I think in this book, it's very short, which is partly why I chose it, because it's a readathon and I'm trying to set myself up for success here.
Hopefully.
But I think in this, they travel forward in time. I think if I had the choice, I would travel backwards in time.
Really?
I think I would.
When would you travel to?
Well, I definitely want to go see some dinosaurs.
Okay.
For sure.
That's badass.
Would I get eaten by a dinosaur? Probably.
Maybe.
But worth it.
That's a boss way to go.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, I'd just love to travel back to different periods in time and see how things were.
See what history was really like.
How we got to where we are.
What the fuck happened?
How did we get here?
So, in a completely different light, I guess, I chose From Here to Eternity by Caitlin Doughty, not necessarily because I want to die or work with the dead, but I want to be more okay with death. I recently tried to observe an autopsy and vomited, and I really don't care for that about myself because I would like to think that I'm more logical than that and that I can just... And I did really enjoy, like scientifically enjoy the experience because it was very fascinating and I learned a lot, but it bothered me that I had that kind of visceral reaction to
Wasn't it the smell though?
It was
I
the
could
smell.
understand the smell.
No, it was totally, because it smelled like somebody left a steak out on the counter for 24 hours is what it smelled like. So the smell was not great. But also, I was telling Sue this earlier, like about 98% of the time, like I'm okay with the fact that I'm gonna die someday. It's gonna happen. That's part of life. It's natural. But 2% of the time, I am very upset about that. And I have actually been unable to sleep before because I was convinced that if I fell asleep, I would not wake up because I would die in my sleep.
That's the way to go, if you ask me.
Hashtag anxiety. That's my hashtag. Hashtag anxiety.
Didn't Jimmy Fallon do something?
I think he did.
Hashtag.
So I would just like to be a little bit more like okay with death and with dying naturally and it being like, you know, just a part of nature and a part of life.
The third challenge is to read a book and then watch the movie adaptation.
And I chose Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion because zombies.
I almost chose that book, and I still might change if I decide I'd rather read that. I just couldn't find the movie easily accessible to me.
And I did not even consider that, so fingers crossed I can find that movie.
But I ended up choosing Girl with a Pearl Earring by Tracy Chevalier, which is pretty short, so I'm hoping that I can get through it fairly quickly. But I own this movie, and I have already watched it more than once because I love it. So I've had this book for a while, and I've been wanting to read it. So there we go. And it's like a fictionalized story behind the painting Girl with a Pearl Earring, which was painted by Vermeer.
So the next one is to read a book with green on the cover, and I think we both chose the same book for this.
We did.
Which is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Which I've been hearing only good, like I literally don't think I've heard anyone say that they dislike this book.
No, I haven't.
So I'm really excited to read it.
Me too. I'm pretty stoked about it.
And it's about a woman who is interviewing Evelyn Hugo. And she's like an elderly woman at this point, I believe.
She's in her 70s at this point.
And she was like a movie star, and so she's telling this reporter her life story, and you know, part of that is her 7 husbands. Next challenge is to read a book while wearing the same hat the whole time.
This is going to be an easy challenge for me.
Yeah.
Because I have been wearing a hat all summer.
You have, yeah.
Because I'm pasty as fuck. So I like to wear a sun hat because it helps me not burn. So I'm going to
just don't go outside.
I wear it even if I'm not going to go outside. Like I've worn it to work.
Really?
So I walk in and people are like, okay. So I'm going to read The Wicked and the Divine, which is a graphic novel, I think. Still not sure what that means. By Gillen McKelvey Wilson Cowles.
And is that their last names? Gillen McKelvey, or is that their first names?
No.
I think it's their last name.
I think it's their last name. So Gillen McKelvey Wilson and Cowles. Okay, Kieran Gillen, Jamie McKelvey, Matthew Wilson, Clayton Cowles.
All right.
Apparently,
letterer.
I don't know how comics work. So I've heard really good things about this series, and I would like to read it.
And I have a few hats to wear. I'll probably wear like a baseball cap or something. I don't know. I have a sun hat too. We'll see what kind of hat I'm feeling that day. Who knows? We're planning to vlog. So if you want to see what hats we wear,
check out that vlog.
Check out our vlogs.
I totally just saw a severed head flying through the air somewhere. Whoa, she's talking to a severed head.
Well, I think for this challenge, I'm going to wear a hat while I read Fortune Box by Madeline Swan, who is a fellow booktuber. We'll link her channel below. You should go check her out. She talks about like bizarro fiction, which is what this is. And it's a collection of short stories, but they're interconnected. It's like all these people get a package in the mail, and they open the package, and it says each package is the best thing that's ever happened to them or the worst.
Oh shit.
So it sounds really interesting, and you know, the little lady on the cover is wearing a hat.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd wear a hat. Also, I like the cover, and it reminds me of
Big Eyes.
Yeah, I don't remember what that artist's name is, unfortunately, but they made a movie about her called Big Eyes, and Megan got me a little print from a thrift store of one of her paintings.
I did.
Oh my. Fuck yeah.
I was flipping through this and found a scene where a decapitated head literally says, "Fuck yeah, Baphomet," and is thrown through the air. So,
I might have to borrow that.
this will probably be pretty good. Okay, so challenge 6 is to read a book with a beautiful spine.
And I chose The Lathe of Heaven by Ursula K. Le Guin. I really like the font, the lettering here, and then the, you know, gradient on the spine. I think it's very lovely, and I want to give Ursula K. Le Guin another shot. I hated The Dispossessed, but I'm hoping this will be better. It's very short.
It's very short.
It's about this man who wakes up one day to discover that his dreams have the ability to alter reality. Then he seeks the help of a psychiatrist who immediately grasps the power that he yields, and then, so the psychiatrist kind of starts manipulating this man's dreams for his own purposes.
It's fucked up.
So it sounds really good, but so did The Dispossessed. So
apparently was not. I haven't read it yet.
I did not like The Dispossessed at all, but I'm hoping that this, you know, maybe this will be the Ursula K. Le Guin that really pulls me in, because I also read the first 2 books in the Earth-Sea cycle, and they weren't bad, but I didn't care for them.
Okay. So I chose Asylum by Madeline Rue, and the spine's just kind of creepy. Like, the font's creepy, and it's like black and gray, kind of metallic-y. There's some keys in there. So yeah, it just looks kind of creepy and cool. I had a friend give this to me, and about this kid who goes to prep school and finds out that summer housing's been closed, and the students have to stay at a former psychiatric hospital.
All right.
So,
you know, I just realized that the hat you gave me kind of looks a little bit like her hat.
You should wear that
So maybe
hat.
I'll wear that hat while I'm reading this. All right, and then the last challenge is just to read 7 books. So we have 2 extra books here that we picked out to fill in 7. My first one is The Deep Sea Diver Syndrome by Serge Brussolo, which is a fairly short one, and it also would fulfill a read harder challenge. In fact, a few of these would fulfill read harder challenges, I believe. But this is translated from French by Edward Gauvin, and it's a sci-fi type of thing. Yeah, where this guy is a professional dreamer. Professional dreamers dive into the dream world to retrieve items that convert to valuable artworks in the waking world. So this guy's a professional dreamer, and he dreams that he is a jewel thief.
and I have Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, which would fulfill a read harder challenge for me as well. I cannot remember if I've read this or not in the past, so I don't know. So it'll probably be like reading it anew. Yeah, this is a classic dystopian novel. I feel like everyone probably knows what this is about.
And then my 7th one is The Poet and the Flea by G.E. Gallus, and this is written and illustrated by her, so it fulfills a read harder challenge. And this is a reimagining of the life of poet-painter William Blake, which I actually don't think I've ever read any William Blake, so I might like just read a few of his poems before I read this, just, you know, to get a feel for him. It looks very kind of Tim Burton-esque.
Yeah, I like that.
So it looks pretty cool.
That's neat. The 7th book for me is Lore of the Great Turtle, Indian Legends of Mackinac Retold, written and illustrated by Dirk Gringus.
Which is the whitest name ever.
Whitest name ever. So I bought this book when I was on Mackinac Island because I thought it sounded really cool. My only problem with it is that it is by Whitey McWhiterson. And
Are
so
you sure he doesn't have Native American ancestry?
I'm not, but like I saw a picture of him and it certainly doesn't, well, I mean, I saw a drawing of him. So here is Mr. Dirk Gringus. I don't think he's got a lot going on here.
He might.
Maybe he does. He served as curator of exhibits at the Michigan State University Museum and associate professor in elementary education at the same university. He has some sources mentioned here, and one of them is Andrew Blackbird. So I feel like he probably has some Native American history in there. And he helped with Indian vocabulary.
Okay.
So maybe he consulted some folks, but like still I don't love that it's not own voices. But Michigan's my home state.
Yeah.
And I thought this would be kind of a cool read.
Okay, so now we're going to commence the coin toss.
So which books are you flipping between?
I'm going to flip between The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo because I'm probably most excited to read this one. And then I think for my second one, I'm going to go with Fortune Box because I'm also pretty excited to read this and it's very short. So I feel like I could read it quickly and then get like a good start.
I like that.
To the Booktubeathon and, you know, feel like I've already accomplished something really quickly.
I like that.
So I think I'm going to flip between those two.
And I am now rethinking my flips. And maybe going to flip between, okay, my two shortest ones because instant gratification is important. So I'm going to flip between The Lure of the Great Turtle and The Wicked and the Divine.
Okay. So we have a Two-Face coin. By that we mean it's like literally
It's like the coin
Two-Face from
Two-Face
Batman.
has. Yeah.
So one side has the like scratched out head and the other side is not scratched out.
So the scratched out side is, we'll say tails, and the not scratched out side is heads.
Okay. So do you want to flip for me and I'll flip for you?
Deal, but this might be funny because
So
I'm not good
wait,
at
let me
this.
assign
Okay.
them first.
Okay.
We'll call Evelyn Hugo heads and Fortune Box tails.
Okay.
Heads. We're going Evelyn Hugo. Can you like show it? So
I can.
you pick it up, it doesn't have the same effect.
What I can't like. Okay.
But it was heads.
It was heads.
So I'm gonna read Evelyn Hugo. Hopefully this will be a quick read, and it won't like. Because it is my longest. It is the longest book I have, but yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Lure of the Great Turtle heads, The Wicked and the Divine tails.
All right. Whoa. It was heads again.
Oh, so Lure of the Great Turtle will be my first read for Booktubeathon.
So that's our TBR. Let us know.
Are you guys participating? Yeah. What are you planning on reading? Have you read any of the things that we read? Should we be concerned? If any of these suck, tell us.
Tell us.
We want to, because we actually want to
succeed
at a readathon, because I can't think of a readathon where we both have like
done all the challenges.
Yeah.
I can't either. I think the best I've ever done was probably the Cozyathon, the last Cozyathon.
And you kicked ass at that.
We both did pretty good, I think.
Yeah, but you kicked some ass.
But I still didn't complete everything.
Right, so we want to complete every challenge. So if there are any of these books that you think we should maybe not do for a readathon, let us know.
But we're gonna do our best. I realized too that I took a week's vacation starting the day after Booktubeathon. I'm like, damn it!
I might take a mental health day during. just to read.
Yeah. But this beer, I like this.
Yeah, this beer's really good.
It's crisp and refreshing. It is very tart, but it has a nice peach flavor too. Mm-hmm. So I like it.
Me too. If you are not already subscribed to the restricted section, please do so. And there will be some links down below. I switched it up because, you know, same thing every time. There will be some links down below where you can find us elsewhere on the internet.
Yep. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.